Alright guys, thanks for clicking on the video today. If you could, like and subscribe. And I just got back from doing some postseason scouting. It was pretty miserable out there. It's snowing, cold. Found a massive rub line, seen a few deer. It's not gonna be super entertaining, it's gonna be more educational, you know. I got a lot of guys on my channel, never bow hunted before, just getting into archery, hadn't even bought a bow yet. And I got a lot of you guys on my channel, you know, that's been bow hunting 30, 40 years, you know. I got guys sending me videos of big deer, you know. I think you guys can help them out. I think you guys can help me out, you know. I got guys sending me videos shooting big deer with their bow this year, you know. I didn't get a deer, you know. I'm humble enough, you know. I'm no pro hunter. I'm no expert. I got a lot to learn still, you know. I've been bow hunting 20 years and I can learn something from somebody that just started this year, you know. I think we could light this comment section up, and I think this year we should help each other out, make this everybody's best season yet. I don't really like how the outdoor industry is kind of criticizing everybody, how it's going, and I think we're all bow hunters. I think we need to help each other out, make it fun again, quit criticizing everybody. You know, someone wants to shoot a 4-can open a day, let them do it. Hype them up, get them psyched up, congratulate them. You know, let's make this everybody's best season yet. So, enjoy the video. If you could, comment below. Give everybody some tips, man. Give me some tips. I'll give you some tips. Let's keep it going. Let's make this everybody's best season yet. Alright, let's go. Alright, well, I'm out here doing some shed hunting, postseason scouting. It's snowing. I'm in a thin strip, got a cut cornfield behind me, little creek on the other side. As you can see, I'm following a pretty good trail. Right here, all the way down. I'll show you some good rubs I just found. Here's a couple good rubs. Couple good rubs here. There's a cut corn. There's a little faint trail here. Here's the creek. There's a trail here. There's a little trail here I'm following. Kind of see it.
Choose it, don't lose it, don't let confuse it. Only then you be God. Feel like that. Feel like that. Feel like that. Feel like that. Lay your arms around me.
Well, I'm starting to get into some real thick, nasty stuff in here. And it sounded like I could hear something running up there, so I probably just bumped something. We're gonna keep going, see if we can find where they were bedded. This is what it's all about, a little postseason scouting. Get a deer track right there. Alright, well, looks like we got a bunch of beds right here on this little point. Right at the end of all this thick stuff. Alright, well, I just walked this thin strip all the way down to where the two creeks meet, and I can't cross it. It's pretty deep right now. There's more public over there, so right behind me over here, there's like a little land bridge built. I'm gonna cross that, come around over here, and hit up a bigger woods of public. And go walk that. I didn't hunt that this fall for deer, but I seen turkey there last year, so I'm gonna go walk it. I hunted it 2 years ago for deer a little bit, but I didn't this last season, but good to go get some eyes on it. Maybe check it out for some turkey. Just good to walk it. But yeah, that's kind of where I heard those deer running, so let's go see. But here's a look behind me. Kind of gotta walk out this little creek out there. Yeah, it looks like these little beavers are going to town in here. Well, just came around a corner. A couple deer out there in the field. They're on private, but still nice to see. Alright, I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm gonna get back to it. I can't even scout that cornfield anyways. It's probably where all the deer antlers are, but yeah, let's get back to scouting, leave them be, let them eat. Man, these beavers are just going to town over here. You gotta be careful, there's some widowmakers in here. Alright, so last spring, opening day, I came in from that side and I called and I heard gobbling back here, and I got all the way up here. I got as far as I could to this creek, and I heard gobbling, and this tree here, that tree there, and that tree there, turkeys were roosted in it. They pitched down. They strutted here a little bit, gobbled a little bit, not a whole lot once they landed. And then they went just a couple 100 yards over there. It's private. It's a green field in the spring usually. That's where they head is private, and then only half of this woods is private. Or so. So this half's public, and then this is public. It's private over there, private over there. And that's where the turkeys were. And I was stuck over here just laying on the other side of that hill just watching them. Couldn't do nothing about it. They were about 75 yards away, and I just watched them do their thing. And they left. But yeah, so this year I might come over here. It's gonna be tough to kind of, because you got to enter from this side. You can't enter from the other side. So it's gonna be tough to kind of sneak around them. But we'll see what they're doing when it gets closer. See if they're back here. Alright, well this is something pretty cool I like to see. This is obviously an old rub. But as you can see, it's been used for years. Probably been hit year after year after year. Multiple years. So that's something cool to hit on. So you know that this is a trail that they use year after year. Kind of just open hardwoods, but it's February right now, so come October, November, it's a lot thicker in here. But yeah, just something good to see. Year after year, that's probably hit. Not a big track by any means, but got some deer tracks. Here's another one of those rubs. You can tell it's been hit year after year. Alright, so this has got to be one of the best rub lines I've ever seen. Let me show you this here. So, little rub there, Coming up here. Gotta rub there. Rub there. Rub there. Year after year, rub, rub. Rub, rub. Rub, rub. Some rubs there. Rub on the back of that tree right there. Some rubs there, some rubs there. And it just keeps going all the way up here. Some more rubs here. And I'm just going to keep following it. Obviously it's going this way. Oh wow, I just showed you these rubs and I just turned around. I didn't even see these. Look at these right here. Wow. All through here. That is a good rub line right there. I don't know if I've ever seen one that long. I'm gonna see how far it goes. Looks like every tree down here. It's just shredded. Let me show you a little tip here. So these are probably the brow tines right here. You can see. So it's brow tines are probably 4 or 5 inches apart. Unless my wife's lying to me. Just kidding. Yeah, probably about 4 inches apart. That's not a bad buck right there. Yeah, so here's the back side of these trees, even coming back this way. The back side, all these rubs, even the back sides are shredded. Look at this thing. Wow. Oh, there's a bunch more over here. I'm gonna go check them out. Some more rubs over here. Some year after year rubs over here. That one's fresh from this year. Still peeled up. Look at that all the way around. Wow. These right here, that's probably that same buck. Look at that. About 4 or 5 inches right there. Those are probably the brow tines just ripping it. Look at all up in here. Man. Alright, so we got that big rub line. We got the raccoon headquarters right here. I don't want to get too close. There's a damn coyote in there. One thing that's going to be hard about trying to hunt this buck is it looks wide open right now, but that's because all this grass is dead. All this stuff is going to be, you know, chest high grass, and then everything that's not, it's just impossible to be quiet on. It's just all dead sticks. You know, it's gonna be tough to sneak in here even to see where he's at. Obviously he's gonna be over there by those rubs and that sand bottom, that little overflow there. If that creek's high, then I don't know where he'd be, because right now the creek's low. I'll show you that sand on the way out. I forgot to film it. But yeah, this would be a tough spot to get to him. Especially because he's probably feeding in that cornfield right there where you got to come in at. So you got to come in at the cornfield. If you try to do it in the morning, they're probably feeding in the corn. Try to do it in the evening, you ain't gonna get close enough to get to them in daylight because he's just gonna hear you. And there's no trees over there. You gotta get almost all the way in here. That's probably why he's in here. Damn near impossible to hunt. We got a while, we're gonna figure him out. If he's still alive, we gotta figure out if he's alive. Alright, so beyond that side's the private. They got a box blind kind of back over there. That rub line's right over here, so hopefully they made it. I know these guys do a big push on gun season, so, and they push the public too. They kind of push the public into their private, so I mean, it is what it is, but who knows, this guy made it. Set cameras out, find an antler, hopefully something, we'll keep looking. Well, here's that public private I was talking about when I was telling you earlier. Turkeys roosted down there, kind of pitched down and strut a little bit. Creek's this way, I was on the other side. They just kind of walked this way and I kind of followed them. I was on the other side obviously, and I kind of called to them here and there, tried to get them across. They never did. They just walked the creek all the way down. My public stopped over there. Public over here stops over here. Here's that green field they went to. Private just goes on forever over there, and they never came back. But yeah, we're just out here scouting today. Maybe I can get another shot at them this year. Alright, so we basically walked all the way around and all the way to the end. All the way to that field behind me. And now we're going to start walking back out. We're just going to kind of walk a different path out. And see what we didn't find. It's snowing pretty good now. But yeah. Ain't going to find an antler unless I damn near step on it now. But still good to get out here. I'm glad I found that. All those little rubs, that nice rub line. That's pretty cool. So gotta set up a camera now, see if that guy's still alive. Whoa, this isn't good. This ought to cause some flooding. Looks like it's all dammed up right there. Bet you this is gonna flood this spring pretty good. That's not good. But this is what I was talking about earlier. This is that little runoff. This is like a gravel. You can kind of see like the sandbar. Kind of goes up there. And over there is where the buck rubs are. Right over there. And it kind of, it's like a little creek runoff. So I don't know if this creek is high, where he would be. I don't know if it's just been low for years or what, but it hasn't been high the last couple years. Yeah, you can see here there's tracks in here. This is that sandbar. Kind of all runoff here. There's a creek. I wonder how high that gets. I know it gets pretty flooded back in here. Alright, so here's a nice little rub. Shredded. Not far from that field I was just at. Yeah, I get lots of coyotes on pictures back here. I wonder if that's why all this sand makes it easier for them to dig a den. Makes sense. I've heard that before. That's probably why there's a bunch of coyotes back in here.